Howdy y'all, you ready to learn about Windows 95 together? Sure, there's plenty of tutorials probably online, but how would you be able to learn about the internet back in the day before you even connect to the internet? I guess you could read a book, or you could put this thing inside your computer. So I haven't actually looked at this yet, but it looks like it's a software suite that should be able to teach me how to use Windows 95. So what better way to learn how to use Windows 95 than on a Windows 95 computer? And I know I just made the shuttle a Windows 95 computer, but what if instead I downgraded my family's Windows ME computer? Yeah, this is the computer that I had when I was a kid. At least, I think it is. I know the hard drive definitely has stuff on it that I did when I was a kid, but I'm not going to be overwriting that. I'm going to take this out and save it, and instead we're going to be using CF cards for the hard drives. But I have some fun plans to do stuff with optical media in the future, so I need an old PC with an optical drive. And you can't really fit one of those in that old shuttle PC. So let's reconfigure this and then use this to learn how this thing works. We're also going to want to give this thing a decent dusting. Oh yuck, that is disgusting. The capacitors here seem really good for how old they are. Also, I got a game port. Well, now that's taken care of, let's give this case a dusting. Well, got this nice and cleaned up as much as I can, so let's start reassembling. We're gonna put in 3 sticks of 128 megabyte RAM. I also want to upgrade this PC by adding this thing I found recently. Yeah, apparently this is from Lian Li. I'm pretty sure that's the same company that makes those like really popular fish tank looking PCs now. We are the best! But what this thing is you put it inside one of the bays that you would normally put like a CD drive in, and then you can like have it be like a hot swappable thing with any of the 3.5 drive ones. So I could do like a floppy disk or I guess like a tape one, but I'm probably just gonna be using it for hard drive swaps. You know, I just realized I put this thing in upside down. I think I got everything finally hooked up how it needs to be, so let's see if it boots. So I was able to get Windows 95 up and running, but I wasn't able to really get the CD or DVD drive to work. So I took the CD and ripped it off of another computer and put the files on the drive here. And it looks like I was able to install with no problem. So it should just be as simple as going to programs, and then, there it is. Ooh.
Welcome to WinTutor 95.
I love just how the layout of this is, just having this video right here and all the things here. And I can just pause the video at any point. Oh, look, you can see the team! Oh, that's fun. I want to go back to the time when you can actually like see the software developers in a title that you click. Like this is nice. Well, let's go to the first one. Ooh, okay. Type the letter H. Okay, let's use this disgusting IBM keyboard that I still need to clean. All right. Well, luckily H is still a character that you can see. H.
That was easy, wasn't it?
Oh my gosh! Okay, press the wrong key. You didn't do it right. All right. There's a lot of crackling in the audio, and I can't tell if that's a Windows 95 thing or just how this was recorded, or I don't know. It's interesting to see that they made a simulated version of Windows with this in order to try to teach people. Like, even though Windows 95 did have some multitasking, it probably is a lot better just to have people in a sandboxed environment than trying to like have an overlay and then use actual Windows. So basically, I guess I had to go and reverse engineer and remake all of the UI stuff for Windows. That's kind of cool. Computer basics for the technically challenged. That's a way of describing something.
Welcome to WinTutor's.
This guy looks like a business software engineer from the 90s. Man, look at this machine. Oh, that mouse is just a square. It's kind of like the Apple one.
Word processor applications enable you to write love letters and create documents.
Why did it say love letters specifically? Hold on, can I actually type in here? No, I can't. Okay.
Go ahead and type hi there in lowercase letters.
This program itself is actually pretty nice to be able to go and just play around in a little sandbox environment. It makes me wonder if there's anything like this but for modern programs now. And from what I understand, computer literacy isn't really taught in schools anymore. It probably depends district from district, but it's just weird to think that some places don't teach computer literacy. I mean, I had it growing up, but I guess a lot of adults now just assume, oh, every child's around like an iPad or like a computer, they should know how to use it, when it's really not the case.
There's another group of applications used for education and entertainment, like encyclopedias and games.
Balatro? Oh, it's Balatro! All right, Jimbo, let's beat this blind now. Wait, they just had the moon landing in here?
Perhaps the most boring of applications, but they do serve a purpose.
Yeah, utilities are fun.
We'll have fun playing around with your keyboard. Until then, goodbye.
Until then, goodbye.
Look over the lesson topics for a moment, then click to continue.
Okay, I know it goes to this simulated environment, but I thought the program crashed for a second and I just went back to desktop. It is nice how it lets you be a little proactive of learning how to use Windows. All right, but I'm kind of curious what the last one is. quick start. Okay, so I guess this is for the people that want to speedrun this. Ooh, we got practice? Okay. Oh, this has to use your real one. Oh. Hey, we're out of the sandbox. Interesting. Well, this was a little fun thing to look at, and it's a pretty decent way actually to learn. I'm actually very impressed with this. It has me wondering now if people are actually still kind of doing this kind of thing, making interactive software that can actually help you teach things. Because everything honestly kind of seems like more of a YouTube tutorial now. But now that I have the Windows 95 machine up, I can finally get to the backlog of CDs that I have. Anybody want some online internet? But these will have to be for another day. Don't worry, we'll eventually get our 1,025 hours of free internet. But that's gonna be it for now. So long, y'all.